This is terrific. Thank you all for coming, and distinguished guests and press and folks that are supporting us. It's terrific to have you here. And as you look around, you see, what you see are folks who have been in lockstep with me, literally, for almost 24 months. They're subject matter experts, they're passionate, and they're caring for our mission. What you don't see, really, though, is the passion that they have for the lives we're about to change and the difference we're about to make. You know, as the video underscores, the Doing Good Network business model leverages proven concept of combining music with fundraising. And by doing so, we not only provide a national platform, a world platform, global platform for aspiring musicians, but an incredible funding opportunity for the nonprofits that participate with us. You know, this is an unprecedented opportunity. It's never been done before the way that we're doing it. And we're thrilled to be able to roll this program out on behalf of our North Carolina military and the support organizations that serve them. Frankly, I don't know how to better emphasize the importance of this campaign except to say, while you're here, and particularly the press, please talk to the leaders of the nonprofit organizations that are participating. And for those who are not here, those organizations who are not represented, there are 12 organizations that are going to participate in this campaign. So go to their websites, we'll give you a list, go to their websites and learn about the good they're doing as well. Now, I want to introduce, this is the fun part, I want to introduce one of my close friends and co-founder, and frankly the man who will head up our music division, with the expectation that we could very well discover the next Scotty McCreary.
You may just have to follow.
Well, we've got the guy to do it, that's for sure. He can pick them, and he'll know exactly when we've got the right one. I want to introduce John Davenport. I've got a few words to say about him. John, he was born just down the road in Sanford. He worked in his teens at his family's food distribution company, J.T. Davenport and Sons. But he was always interested in all kinds of music. Well, he got fed up with loading boxcars and trucks and 18-wheelers. So he went off to New York to stay with his sister, who was a jingle singer up there. She still is. She put him to work at the Todd Lundgren studio, and he worked his way up the ladder, so to speak, and across the music industry in New York, and wound up having a 11-year tenure at the iconic Hit Factory, which is the place where all the big names that you'll remember recorded their music. He gets engineering credits. He was assistant engineer and top engineer and producer for numerous albums. Artists such as Bruce Springsteen, John Lennon, Rolling Stones, B.J. Thomas, and the list goes on and on and on. And don't ask him, he won't tell you. He's embarrassed to tell you all the folks that he rubbed elbows with and helped produce successful music. Well, John came back to Sanford, settled down to help grow his family's food distributorship, which they sold just recently in December with a great success story. But he's always kept his passion for music and his interest in helping aspiring musicians alive. He's got his own studio. He's building a close to $1 million sound studio in his home at Deep River. And he's very much excited about being involved with us. Now, while he was in the music industry in New York, his associates referred to him as JD. Now, I picked up on that early on, just as a matter of convenience. But he has, there's another origin to that whole story, and perhaps he can share that with you. John?
The main thing that I want to express today is that I am so excited about being a part of this Doing Good Network. You know, even while helping grow our family's distribution company, I continued to produce and engineer albums in my spare time if I had any. And it wasn't working with big artists like the caliber I did in New York. It was more about helping find young, aspiring talent. And doesn't necessarily have to be young either, but you know, and helping them figure out if they have what it takes to continue, or maybe they should go back to loading trucks like I did sometimes. But you know, I think that there was a kid that you heard singing here. His name was Brian Stallings, and I've been working with him for the past 2 years. And one thing I found about a lot of young artists is they really don't have too much to write about. They've not lived a long life, or had their heart broken many times or anything. The Doing Good Network gives them a cause to write a song about, that they can actually do something and have some real passion or compassion for a particular thing. So, you know, that's what the beauty around the Doing Good Network is, that it really seeks out new talent, gives them a chance to show their talent, and they don't need an expensive recording studio to do this. A lot of these artists are going to be doing this on their iPhone or their own little home recorder, and then they can post a song on our website, and you never know. It might be that I end up taking them into my studio and making a big album with them. That's the goal. But this is a fun way to help all of these, you know, great causes and all of these charities that are in need of money, and to also help kids maybe find something to do in their spare time instead of writing about being on the hood or something. Does that make sense? So I think that you know, this is something that's for every genre of music. We don't care if it's country or hip hop or rock. You know, everyone can post a song, and everyone has a chance to get their own aspiring talent on a site that people will look at and vote and raise money for a cause. So this is the best thing that I've ever had to experience, and with Fred and this great team he's assembled, it's going to be an amazing venture. So, and I'm just so excited, and I'm not